All right, now why I had to show you triangle versus quad is very easy. In Maya, there's several polygon primitives, and the new user falls into this trap where they think they can make anything out of anything using these polygon primitives. And that's certainly true, but I would say start with a box. All right, here's this cylinder leading to a very large extraordinary vertice at the top. Okay, and let's say I show you exactly what this will do back in ZBrush terms. Okay, and ZBrush, it kind of looks like this. So if I divide this, it's going to get this going on. And certainly at a million polygon level, that looks okay. But if I start getting into the lower polygon levels, I will not ever have a good low representation of anything using this object. Okay? Now, let's go back to Maya. I just want to show you later on down the path. So don't use that. It's evil. Use this. Now let's also look at tools that the new user can use that don't allow triangles. Well, that's easy. There's two of them. There is the Insert Edge Loop tool and the Extrude tool. So those are the primary tools that I use within my workflow. So Insert Edge Loop tool. Okay, let's insert some edges around things. Okay, and I defy you to even try to make a triangle at this point. You know, you can't do it. What I've done here is I place brace points around here. So these edges, if I place them close to the edge and I hit 3, it braces them. And you can see that this right here is subdividing out, but this one's a little bit more rounded. And that works well with the idea of what you're going to do with it. Let's say I move this edge all the way back and then hit 3. See, more round, less round. Well, again, let's think later on down the road, if I use that concept of using 1, 2, and 3 on the keyboard back in Maya, and if I go into ZBrush, and I hit divide, it's going to look about the same thing. You know, it's going to be more braced on one side than the other. So learn to use that concept of 1 and 3 on the keyboard and the edge loop tool. And you can kind of see what it's going to look like as you subdivide later on down the road when you sculpt on it. So this is very non-uniform geometry because it's got, you know, a lesser space here than it does here. So I would have to worry about later on probably inserting an edge loop here just to make it all very uniformed. Okay. So there's a uniform square. All right, now if I look at the next tool, let's say I go into faces, grab these 4 faces, and I hit extrude. Extrude allows me to make an edge loop in an area, but it's on the surface of an area. So this edge loop allows you to go all the way around. The extrude is just an edge loop upon a surface. So if I hit scale, I can scale this in. If I hit extrude, it's this button right here, I can extrude down. If I hit this button right here, this little tiny blue dot, it allows me to go into the scaling feature. But as you can see, the scaling feature doesn't allow me to scale uniformly in. So I have to go over to the scale tool to scale uniformly. So again, extrude, get to kind of know that the blue arrow is the all-purpose one. It allows you to move it out. And if I need to scale in, I can't. I would have to extrude scale tool to scale uniformly in on the surface. Now if you hit 3 on the surface, you'll see that I've made kind of like a little spike. And if you see this, it's all quads going all the way around it. So that means that back in ZBrush terms, it'll look the same as if I divide it, and it has very, very good topology that way. The only extraordinary vertices that happen are on the corners here, but they're later on in the thing. So no matter what you do, you're always going to get an extraordinary vertex in there, but at least now it's not in any area that I had to sculpt. Okay. Alright, so that is the two tools that I'm going to be covering the most, and now we're going to go into something else in the next video.